Have you ever found yourself lying awake in bed, your mind racing, while the hours slip by unnoticed? If you are over the age of 50, you may have experienced the frustration of sleepless nights more often than you would like to admit. The truth is, insomnia affects millions of older adults, and for many, it becomes a regular part of life. You might start to think that it is just a natural part of aging, that it is something you have to accept. But what if there were a better way? What if you could enjoy deeper, more restful sleep without relying on sleeping pills or other medications that come with side effects? The good news is there are simple, natural solutions to help you sleep better, and many of these solutions can be found in the foods you eat. In fact, doctors and nutrition experts have identified 7 foods that can naturally eliminate insomnia in seniors and improve sleep quality. These foods are not some expensive or hard-to-find superfoods. They are easy to incorporate into your daily meals and could be just what your body needs to regain the rest it has been missing for so long. In the next few minutes, I will share with you the wisdom and insights from doctors and experts who understand how aging affects sleep. I will also introduce you to these 7 incredible foods that are not only good for your overall health, but may also be the key to unlocking the peaceful, restorative sleep you deserve. If you have struggled with insomnia, or if you care for someone who has, this information could change the way you think about sleep. So stay with me, because your best nights of sleep might be closer than you think. As we grow older, our bodies begin to change in ways that are sometimes hard to understand. Sleep, something that once came naturally, becomes more elusive with age. For many seniors, this shift in sleep patterns can be distressing. What once was a simple act, lying down at night and drifting off into rest, can now feel like an impossible task. Insomnia is a problem that affects countless older adults, and the impact of poor sleep can be far-reaching. It affects not only our physical health, but also our emotional well-being. We feel drained, irritable, and sometimes even disconnected from the people around us. And when these sleepless nights continue, the sense of frustration only grows. However, aging does not have to mean an inevitable decline in sleep quality. It is important to remember that there is still much we can do to improve our health as we grow older. While the changes in our sleep patterns may seem frustrating, they are not necessarily permanent. Often the root cause of insomnia in seniors is linked to lifestyle choices, diet, and even how we manage stress. These factors are within our control, and that is where hope lies. What if the key to better sleep could be as simple as making a few changes to your daily routine? What if the foods you eat could play a critical role in helping you sleep soundly again? This is not just wishful thinking. It is backed by research and expert advice. Medical professionals and nutritionists alike agree that certain foods can have a profound effect on the quality of sleep in seniors. These foods do more than just satisfy hunger. They can nourish your body in a way that supports a healthier sleep cycle. It is also important to note that this advice comes from a blend of scientific insight, years of research, and the wisdom of those who have experienced the challenges of aging firsthand. Seniors like you or those you love have much to teach us. Their experiences, both of struggle and triumph, offer valuable lessons on how to take better care of ourselves, especially when it comes to something as essential as sleep. Through this video, I will introduce you to 7 foods that have been scientifically proven to help eliminate insomnia and improve sleep quality for older adults. These are not magical solutions, but simple, natural foods that have the power to bring relief. Incorporating them into your diet can make a significant difference, not only in the quality of your sleep, but also in your overall health. By the end of this video, you will not only have learned about these incredible foods, but also about the important role that proper nutrition plays in how we sleep and feel as we age. This knowledge will allow you to take action in a way that feels empowering. It will remind you that even in later years, there is always the room for positive change, whether that is getting more rest, feeling more energetic, or simply feeling better in your own skin. So if you or someone you love is struggling with sleepless nights, take a moment to reflect on what you are about to learn. The solutions might be simpler than you think. Food number 1, incorporate foods rich in magnesium. Magnesium is known for its calming properties, making it one of the most important minerals for sleep. It helps regulate neurotransmitters that promote relaxation and reduce stress, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. Consider the story of Mr. Edwards, an 81-year-old man who had struggled with sleeplessness for years. Every night he would lie awake, his mind racing, his body restless. He tried everything from warm baths to herbal teas, but nothing seemed to work. Then one evening, his daughter Emma shared a simple idea: add magnesium-rich foods to his diet. She suggested foods like almonds, spinach, and pumpkin seeds. Within weeks, Mr. Edwards began to notice a difference. He was falling asleep faster and staying asleep longer, waking up feeling more rested. The science behind magnesium is clear. Studies have shown that magnesium helps to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for relaxation. For seniors who often face high levels of stress or anxiety, this calming effect can be invaluable in improving sleep quality. The takeaway: if you are struggling to sleep, consider adding more magnesium-rich foods to your diet. Foods like spinach, almonds, and bananas can help you get the rest you deserve. Food number 2, embrace the power of tart cherry juice. If you have ever heard of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep, you may already know its importance. But did you know that tart cherry juice is one of the best natural sources of melatonin? It is true. Take Grandma Lily, for example. After her husband passed away, she found herself lying awake at night, unable to silence her thoughts. She tried different methods to ease her insomnia, but it was only when her friend suggested drinking tart cherry juice that she noticed a real change. Grandma Lily started drinking a small glass of tart cherry juice every evening, and within a few weeks, she felt a difference. Not only did she start falling asleep faster, but the quality of her sleep also improved. This is not just anecdotal. Scientific research has shown that tart cherries, particularly Montmorency cherries, contain high levels of melatonin, which can naturally regulate the sleep-wake cycle. For seniors who may experience a natural decline in melatonin production, adding tart cherry juice to the evening routine can be a simple, natural solution for better sleep. The takeaway: consider adding tart cherry juice to your evening routine. It is a natural, proven way to enhance your body's production of melatonin and improve your sleep quality. Food number 3, choose foods with natural sleep-inducing compounds. Certain foods contain compounds that naturally induce sleep. Foods such as turkey, kiwi, and even dairy products contain tryptophan, an amino acid that is essential for the production of serotonin and melatonin, 2 key hormones involved in regulating sleep. Let me tell you about Mr. Thomas, an 85-year-old retired teacher who loved his evening walks. Yet as the years went on, his nights became increasingly restless. After reading about the sleep-inducing effects of turkey, he decided to try something new. He incorporated a small serving of turkey into his evening meal. It was not long before he began experiencing deeper, more restful sleep. Mr. Thomas's story reflects the impact that tryptophan-rich foods can have. These foods support the production of serotonin, which is then converted into melatonin, making it easier for the body to transition into sleep. The takeaway: adding turkey, dairy, or kiwi to your dinner can help promote better sleep by supporting the production of sleep-regulating hormones. Food number 4, drink herbal teas, like chamomile and valerian root. Herbal teas have long been used for their calming effects, and when it comes to sleep, few are as effective as chamomile and valerian root. These herbs contain compounds that naturally relax the body and promote sleep. Consider the story of Mrs. Thompson, a 72-year-old woman who had battled insomnia for years. She had tried medication after medication, but each one left her feeling groggy the next day. One evening, while visiting her neighbor, she noticed her friend sipping on a cup of chamomile tea. Her neighbor explained how chamomile had helped her sleep better at night, and so Mrs. Thompson decided to give it a try. She started drinking chamomile tea each evening before bed, and over time, she found that her nights were becoming more peaceful. She fell asleep faster, stayed asleep longer, and woke up feeling refreshed. Chamomile is rich in antioxidants and contains apigenin, a compound that binds to specific receptors in the brain, helping to induce sleepiness. Similarly, valerian root has been shown to reduce the time it takes to fall asleep and improve sleep quality. These herbal teas are safe, gentle, and natural ways to promote restful sleep without relying on medications. The takeaway: consider drinking a cup of chamomile or valerian root tea before bedtime. These herbs can help calm the mind and body, leading to a deeper, more restorative sleep. Food number 5, avoid heavy, spicy, or caffeinated foods before bed. The foods you choose to eat in the hours leading up to bedtime can significantly impact your ability to fall asleep. Heavy meals, spicy foods, and caffeinated drinks can interfere with your sleep cycle, making it harder to rest. Take the case of Mr. Clark, a 79-year-old man who loved his late-night snacks. He would often indulge in spicy foods or a large, hearty meal before bed. As a result, he found himself tossing and turning and unable to find a comfortable position. After speaking with his doctor, he learned that eating large or spicy meals could trigger indigestion, heartburn, or discomfort, which would prevent his body from relaxing enough to fall asleep. Mr. Clark started eating lighter meals in the evening and avoided foods that could upset his stomach. To his relief, he noticed an immediate improvement in his sleep. He began to fall asleep more easily and wake up feeling more rested. The science behind this is straightforward. Large or spicy meals can increase the production of stomach acid, which can disrupt sleep by causing discomfort. Similarly, caffeine is a well-known stimulant that can stay in your system for hours, making it harder to fall asleep. The takeaway: to improve sleep quality, avoid heavy meals, spicy foods, and caffeine in the evening. Opt for lighter, easier to digest foods to help your body prepare for rest. Food number 6. Include omega-3 fatty acids in your diet. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential fats that have a wide range of health benefits, and they also play a significant role in improving sleep. These healthy fats help reduce inflammation and support brain health, which in turn can improve sleep quality. Take the example of Mrs. Harper, a 68-year-old woman who had been struggling with chronic insomnia for years. She tried various medications, but none seemed to provide lasting relief. After a consultation with a nutritionist, she began adding more omega-3 rich foods like salmon, flax seeds, and walnuts into her diet. Within a few weeks, Mrs. Harper noticed a marked improvement in her sleep. She was able to fall asleep more quickly and stay asleep throughout the night. The omega-3s help reduce the inflammation in her body and improve her overall health, leading to better sleep. Studies have shown that omega-3s help the body regulate serotonin and dopamine, two key neurotransmitters that play a role in sleep and mood. Additionally, omega-3s have been found to reduce the risk of sleep disturbances and improve the overall quality of sleep. The takeaway: adding omega-3 rich foods like salmon, walnuts, or flax seeds to your diet can help improve sleep quality by reducing inflammation and supporting brain health. Food number 7. Stay hydrated, but avoid drinking too much water before bed. While it is important to stay hydrated throughout the day, drinking too much water or other fluids before bed can lead to frequent trips to the bathroom during the night, disrupting your sleep. Mr. Jackson, a 70-year-old man, found himself waking up several times each night to use the bathroom. He had been drinking large amounts of water in the evening, believing that staying hydrated would help him sleep better. However, he soon realized that his frequent bathroom visits were interrupting his sleep cycle. Once he adjusted his fluid intake and made sure to drink more water earlier in the day, he noticed that he was able to sleep through the night without waking up. The key here is balance. Staying hydrated is important for overall health, but drinking too much water right before bed can disrupt your sleep. It is recommended to limit fluid intake in the hour or two before bedtime, allowing your body to settle into a peaceful rest without interruptions. The takeaway: make sure to stay hydrated during the day, but limit water intake right before bed to avoid disrupting your sleep. At this point, you might be feeling hopeful. You have learned about 7 natural foods and habits that can help improve sleep quality. Maybe you are already thinking about trying some of these tips yourself or sharing them with someone you love. But I want to take a moment to pause and reflect. Sleep is not just about the food we eat or the routines we follow. It is also about the connection we have with our bodies, our minds, and the world around us. Have you ever wondered why we place so much importance on sleep as we age? Is it because we long for rest, or is it because deep down, We understand that sleep is more than just a break from the day. It is a time for healing, for rejuvenation, and for resetting both physically and mentally. Sleep is a vital part of our well-being. It affects our heart, health, brain function, mood, and immune system. I would like you to think for a moment about your own relationship with sleep. What does a good night's sleep mean to you? Is it the simple joy of waking up refreshed, or is it something deeper? For many older adults, sleep represents peace, a sense of security, comfort, and a chance to let go of the worries that accumulate throughout the day. Perhaps, like many seniors, you have struggled with sleep issues for years. You have tried different methods, but the problem persists. Or maybe you are the caregiver for a loved one who has spent countless nights awake, unable to rest. If any of this resonates with you, I want you to know that you are not alone. There are many others who share your experience, and there are ways to make a positive change. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you are still with me, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect. Have any of the tips we discussed today stood out to you? Which one do you think could make the biggest difference in your life or the life of someone you care for? I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. It is often the little changes that lead to the most significant transformations. By sharing our experiences, we can create a community of support, a place where others can find strength, encouragement, and new ideas to improve their sleep and health. Take a moment now. If you have already started thinking about how you can incorporate some of these sleep-boosting foods or habits into your life, why not comment and let us know? Share your journey with us. Are you going to try adding magnesium-rich foods to your diet? Or perhaps you will give chamomile tea a chance tonight. Or maybe you have a family member who you think could benefit from these tips. Whatever it is, your thoughts can inspire someone else to take action. You never know who might be looking for guidance or support. If you feel comfortable, go ahead and share your experiences or any questions you might have in the comments below. Let us create a conversation that fosters growth, learning, and better sleep for all of us. There is one final truth I want to share with you, a truth that goes beyond the food we eat, the habits we develop, or even the amount of rest we get. It is the understanding that sleep is not just a physical need, it is a deeply emotional and psychological experience. For many seniors, the struggle to sleep is more than just about rest. It is about memories, reflection, and sometimes unresolved emotions. Let me tell you the story of Mr. Lawrence, a 76-year-old man who had spent most of his life as a hardworking farmer. He had always prided himself on his ability to stay up late and rise early, keeping a steady rhythm to his days. But as he entered his golden years, Mr. Lawrence found that sleep became increasingly difficult to achieve. Nights were long, filled with tossing and turning. But what troubled him the most was not the lack of sleep. It was the feeling that he had lost touch with something precious. One evening, as Mr. Lawrence lay awake, his mind wandered to the past. He thought about his wife, Anne, who had passed away several years earlier. She was the one who used to prepare their evening meals, and her comforting presence made bedtime feel safe. With her gone, he felt an emptiness that he could not quite explain. His sleeplessness was not just about his body's need for rest. It was about grief. The heartache of losing his partner, the deep yearning to hold on to memories that time had started to blur. As time passed, Mr. Lawrence realized that no amount of food or sleep aids could heal the emotional wound that had settled in his heart. But he also realized that there was a way to find peace again. He began to revisit old photographs of Anne to talk about her with his children and grandchildren. He took time to honor her memory while also taking care of himself. Slowly, his sleep patterns began to improve, not because he had changed his diet or taken a pill, but because he had found a way to bring healing to his soul. The truth is, sleep can often be disturbed by deeper emotional struggles. Sometimes the most important step toward better sleep is not changing what we eat or drink, but addressing the emotional burdens we carry. For seniors, it is essential to recognize that sleep issues may be tied to grief, loss, or unresolved emotions. Acknowledging these feelings, finding ways to heal, and seeking support can be just as important as any diet change. Mr. Lawrence's story is a reminder that as we age, our emotional and psychological health must be given as much attention as our physical well-being. Taking time to reflect, seek comfort, and connect with loved ones can bring peace to the heart, and in turn, bring peace to the mind. This peace is often the key to restful sleep. So if you are struggling to sleep, I want to leave you with this thought. Sleep is not just about the hours you spend in bed. It is about what you bring with you into those hours. It is about how you nurture both your body and your soul. If there are things that weigh heavy on your heart, take a moment to acknowledge them. Talk to someone you trust. Seek comfort. And know that through these steps, sleep can once again become a gentle, restful retreat. As we come to the end of our discussion today, I want to take a moment to reflect on everything we have explored together. We have talked about the power of simple foods and habits, magnesium-rich foods, tart cherry juice, herbal teas, and even omega-3s that can help improve sleep. These are practical tips, but they are also profound reminders of the connection between what we put into our bodies and how we feel, both physically and emotionally. Sleep, as we know, is not just about resting our bodies after a long day. It is a time for renewal, for restoration, and for healing. As we age, our bodies change, and so too do our needs. What we once took for granted, falling asleep with ease, sleeping soundly through the night, may become more challenging. But that does not mean we are powerless. It means that with a little care, attention, and understanding, we can still take control of our health, our well-being, and our sleep. But let us not forget that sleep is not just a physical need. It is deeply intertwined with our emotional and mental health. As we have seen in the stories of Mr. Edwards, Grandma Lily, and Mr. Lawrence, it is not only the food we consume, but the emotions we carry that shape our sleep. Grief, stress, and emotional burdens can weigh heavily on our minds, making it more difficult to rest. And while foods like magnesium-rich spinach or soothing chamomile tea can certainly help, it is the emotional healing that is equally important. Perhaps as you reflect on your own experiences, you are realizing that the journey to better sleep is more than just about improving our diet or following a new routine. It is also about finding balance between caring for our physical needs and nurturing our emotional well-being. It is about creating a peaceful environment for both the body and the mind. And above all, it is about recognizing that it is never too late to make changes that will improve the quality of our lives. Our days may not be infinite, but the impact we have on ourselves and others can be. Every small step we take toward better health, whether it is improving our sleep, managing stress, or nurturing our relationships, can have a ripple effect that enriches the lives of those around us. Sleep is just one part of the puzzle, but it is a vital piece. When we sleep well, we wake up ready to face the day with renewed strength, clarity, and energy. We are better able to enjoy our relationships, pursue our passions, and live life to the fullest. So as you move forward, I encourage you to carry with you the knowledge that sleep is a gift that can be nurtured through simple, natural changes, and one that can restore balance to your life. Whether you are trying a new food, adjusting your routine, or seeking emotional healing, remember that every step you take is an act of self-care, and it is through these small acts of care that we can reclaim the restful sleep we deserve. In the end, sleep is not just about the hours we spend in bed. It is about the peace we cultivate in our hearts, the nourishment we offer our bodies, and the wisdom we gain through life's journey. And no matter where you are on that journey, remember, it is never too late to rest, to heal, and to embrace the joy of waking up refreshed. Before we finish, I want to leave you with a heartfelt request. If what you have heard today has touched you, if you feel that this message could benefit someone you know, I encourage you to take action now. Share this video with them. Send it to a friend, a family member, or anyone who may be struggling with sleep. You never know how much a simple gesture like that can change someone's life. If you found the information helpful, please consider liking this video. A like goes a long way in showing support for the content that resonates with you. It also helps us reach others who may benefit from these tips and insights. There is no better feeling than knowing that what we share can make a positive impact on someone else's life. I also invite you to comment below. Tell me what stood out to you the most. Was there a particular tip that you are eager to try? Or perhaps you have personal experiences that you feel others could learn from. Sharing your thoughts is a wonderful way to connect with others who may be going through similar experiences. Together, we can create a community of support, wisdom, and encouragement. And of course, if you have not already subscribed to this channel, now is the perfect time to do so. By subscribing, you ensure that you will continue to receive valuable content like this, designed to help you live a healthier, more fulfilling life. You will not want to miss the upcoming videos that will provide even more insights into improving your health, well-being, and quality of life, especially as we age. Lastly, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on your own journey. If you have not yet tried some of the tips discussed today, why not give them a chance? Whether it is adding a magnesium-rich food to your diet, trying a soothing cup of chamomile tea, or making small adjustments to your evening routine, every small step you take will bring you closer to better sleep and better health. If this video has resonated with you, I truly believe that passing it on can help someone else find the peace and rest they deserve. Remember, even the smallest actions can lead to the most profound changes in our lives. Thank you for watching and for being part of this community. I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments, and I hope you will join us again in our next video. Until then, take care of yourself, rest well, and remember, you have the power to change your sleep, your health, and your life.